cheers to a beautiful day. Cheers, guys.
This week, Look I Cook features Lisa Bernstein. Hardworking wife and mother of 2 young daughters, Lisa is a firm believer in an active and healthy lifestyle centered around delicious meals.
Well, I've been a fitness instructor and a personal trainer for 20 years, and I love it. And when I don't do it, I really miss it. And it's really important for me. It helps keep me fit, helps keep my family motivated and fit, which is great as well. And hopefully it'll keep me a lot younger for a lot longer.
In true entrepreneurial spirit, Lisa has extended her passion for fitness into a line of workout gear.
I've stayed in it because I sell a line of clothing from Israel called Margarita Wear. It's made in Israel, and I still do that, and I really enjoy it. I love the clothes so much, so when you love something, you're so very passionate about it, and it comes very naturally to you.
Since the crew of Look I Cook are also a fashionable bunch, we thought we'd preview a few pieces. Well, we could model clothes for you all day long, but Lisa has appointments to keep. First stop, ingredients for her recipe.
It's important to share recipes that are easy and that people can make in many different ways. You know, there's so many people out there that are afraid of cooking, and they shouldn't be. As easy as it is for me to say that, you know, making something like brisket is very easy to do, and if you work full-time and you can't babysit it, like I said, you can put it in a slow cooker, and it can stay there all day and it will be delicious when you get home. What does the recipe entail? What 5 or 6 ingredients? It's not expensive. If you don't necessarily want that large piece of meat, you can get something smaller. There's local butchers that will help you with that and then show you how to prepare it.
Lisa's passion for food made our choice very simple.
This was a great opportunity for me to show a certain style of my cooking for you guys, and I love to feed people. And it's great that I get to be on TV, so lucky me.
Hello everyone, welcome Lisa to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Anthony.
Yes,
Tony.
Anthony's good, yeah.
Anthony's good. Everyone, welcome to my home and to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making brisket together.
Good.
It is my aunt's recipe, and it's really, really easy, and we have all of our ingredients here. And we're going to start by slicing up some onions.
All right, let me do the honors for you. So we're going to do some roasted vegetable as well as the brisket, and we do them separate, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you've got to, when you cook the brisket, you cook it long and low, so about 325, about 3 to 4 hours, depending on how many pounds that you have.
That's right, that sounds just about
and
right.
And your roasted vegetables will cook off much faster, about 400, 425, and they need about 45 minutes.
All right.
Okay, while you do that, I'm just going to take the tops off these 3 pieces of garlic that we put into the brisket as well.
Sounds like somebody's tap dancing over here.
I know. Should I start?
If you know how, by all means. All right.
It's completely up to you if you want to use the garlic. I always have to put garlic into everything. So, and the first thing before you even put any of the onions on top is you want to score your meat, and you can ask your butcher to do it for you, or you can just do it yourself, and you would just take a knife and you would hang on to the meat because you don't want it to slide anywhere.
Lisa, what's that noise? You got company coming already? They're smelling this food?
That's my fantastic oven.
Okay.
It is now preheated, so it's ready to go.
All right. I thought they were banging on the door already.
No,
They
no.
smell it. It smells good already. The onions and just what we have going on already.
It does smell good already.
It does. The garlic is, you know, the Italian's best friend, right? So.
Hey, Polish best friend as well.
Now you're gonna season this meat or?
You can just salt it, but I'm just gonna put it all on top
Okay.
here. So if you want to pepper it up after you've got the onions on there.
You know what? I noticed that you have parchment paper on here.
I do.
And that's for?
Easier cleaning.
Yeah.
And I find sometimes the meat may stick, or if you haven't watched it enough, it will burn. But in this case, it's not going to happen because parchment paper is just fantastic.
Can I give you one of my little tips?
Please.
At home, if you want, you can actually put the onions underneath, and then that'll keep like a little barrier. Or you can still put your onions on top, and then cut through 2 or 3 onions at a thicker, so it sort of acts like a rack when you're cooking it, right? So that's just my little 2 cents.
Well, I like that, and we're gonna flip it also. So then all the onions will be
be in the bottom.
caramelized and they'll be delicious.
All right.
So if you want to pepper that off for me, I will salt it. And you don't need a lot of salt because the other ingredient that we will be using in this is soy sauce. And soy sauce happens to have,
90,000% salt.
a lot of sodium in there. And it's about a cup of soy sauce. You can use the light soy sauce, you can use regular, it's completely your choice. And you would just pour it right on top.
Look at that. Oh, it's all right. Half the fun of cooking is making a mess.
Well, we're gonna make a big mess.
Not cleaning it up, but making the mess.
And then you've got your carbonated water. It doesn't matter, you can use any kind that you want. And it's amazing how much the meat will shrink.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're cooking
Yeah,
it. It starts off really big and you're thinking that you don't have enough pan here, but you do.
Well, the
You
whole
have
thing
enough
is that because of the brisket, it's got a lot of fat content to it, so the fat actually melts down and flavors this whole dish is just going to be one big nice fat juice, beautiful flavor, which is and that's why the meat shrinks. So
just comes out so beautiful.
All right, so we cover this up uncovered.
Cover.
You cover
want
it up.
Covered?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm in the right spot.
You are in.
I've
You know
been
my
here
kitchen
before.
already.
All right.
It's ready to go. We'll cover that up.
All right. So we'll pop
And
this in the oven. What temperature did you say this is at?
325 for. I would check it every hour. Like I said, sometimes I turn it,
All right.
and it just gives it a really nice all-over look to the meat. It just makes
All
it
right.
a lot easier.
So why don't we go to a break, and when we get back, we'll finish off the vegetables that actually go with this dish, and
We'll
put
cut
it
them
up-
up and get them ready.
exactly, we'll start eating.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right, so let's go.
She's the real deal in the kitchen.
All right, we're back, and you know what? I can't even tell you how good this smells right now because it actually, the soya, the meat itself is coming through the oven. We cheated a little bit, and we actually cut it ahead of time, and it looks fantastic. It looks juicy. I mean, it's almost become a little syrup here. So let's go ahead and plate it and stop talking, and let's get some food in us.
Let's eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So show me how you do it.
So when I take the brisket out, and obviously it doesn't look like this, as you mentioned, it's a large piece of meat, and I put it onto something that I can cut it.
Right.
And you always want to cut it against the
Exactly.
grain,
Yeah.
and you don't want to cut it with the grain. So you cut it against the grain, and you leave your meat to rest about half an hour. You can cover it, and then uncover it and cut it. And then I always put it back in the original juices, and that's what really keeps it very moist and very delicious. And then I just put it on the table, and we just serve right out of here.
You can
And
keep
I
talking if you want, but pretty
Okay.
soon I'm going to jump in
Get
here
in
and
there,
grab.
grab yourself a knife.
No, and you know what? When you're dealing with a meat like this, and you actually let it cook perfect, and you can see that it's tender and it's falling apart. You really don't even need a knife when you
Make sure you take some onion.
when you're doing it properly. Well, we're going to be talking close to close for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
So really, I don't want to put any
So take
onions in
some
my
garlic
mouth.
then. Here, make sure you get a big hunk of garlic.
The garlic I'm okay with. I think I already have some in my body from last night.
Oh, poor Lisa.
Enjoy. What do you think?
You're right about that you didn't need too much salt in the beginning. It actually tastes really, really good. The meat's tender. That soy gives it a nice kick. You know what? To be honest with you, I make brisket all the time, and not in a million years I'd put soy in here, but the soy actually adds a nice little salty kick. You can feel it on the side of your mouth. You know, it looks.
Brings the flavor of the
You know, it
meat
looks
right
great.
out.
You did a good
There's many
job.
ways of doing it.
Here we have
Some asparagus and
Brussels
some
sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
Okay.
I always cut my Brussels sprouts in half. A lot of people keep them whole.
Yeah.
I find you really get the flavor out of the Brussels sprouts, and some people are afraid to eat Brussels
You know,
sprouts. But
sprouts are they're one of those things that you either love it or you hate it. You know what? I'm actually starting to become a Brussels sprout junkie myself. It's, you know, I usually add a lot of, you know, hidden flavors inside, like bacon and stuff like that, just to give it that little,
kick?
well, yeah, to give it a kick and to mask the flavor of it. But, you know, you even roasted like this, the natural sugars come out, and it's incredible. So,
They taste so good.
let's get started.
I do.
I'm gonna deal with,
What do you got there? You got a celery root. A scary celery root.
It looks like me when I wake up in the morning.
All he needs is some hair gel.
And the easiest way to clean it, I don't mean to interrupt you, but the easiest way to clean it is actually just, you have to lose that little bit, you know, and you sort of work it around with the knife.
I don't know if you use celery root very often, but I do when I roast my vegetables. It just tastes so delicious, and I find incorporated with other vegetables, it really brings the flavors out of those.
It's a
instead of just using celery.
Exactly. You know what? You can
You're
actually
using rooted vegetables?
you can actually boil this and add it to a mashed potato, so you've got a different version of a mashed potato. Some people add the we're here with some sweet potato. You can do that obviously with mash, but this just adds a natural sweetness. Imagine the shepherd's pie with a little bit of this kicked in the mashed potatoes.
We're gonna throw in some zucchini there.
There we go.
But we are going to use extra virgin olive oil. I like the real green thicker stuff. I find that works
The
really
greener
well.
the better. You're right.
And then I'm just gonna salt and pepper them, and I always use kosher salt when I cook.
Right. All right, so we had the vegetables in the oven. They're cooked off nicely now.
Yep, they've been in there for 45 minutes at 400.
And you can see the caramelization on these. Oh, look at this.
Try that.
Brussels sprout. It's incredible.
I'm just
I
gonna
love
plate
it.
these up. You're just gonna eat.
You know what? This is a perfect meal to end any day. It was simple, didn't take long. Lisa, I have a treat for you later on.
Thanks for having
But
me.
this is a great
This was a
meal.
lot of fun.
It was.
Thank
Good.
you.
Thank you.
Lisa is very particular in the kitchen, don't you think?
Oh yeah. She knew exactly what she wanted.
You can tell she's cooking for her family on a daily basis.
Oh yeah, she definitely knew exactly what she was doing.
What do you think about her personality?
Personality. She's a great girl. You know, I had fun with her in the kitchen. Like I said, she knew exactly what she wanted to do. She made an awesome recipe, and you know, that's the whole thing about this show. You know, it's about picking up those recipes, and she changed it. Even for me, you know, I would never think to put something like soy sauce inside of a brisket.
learned something.
And I can honestly say I learned something. You know, and I'll still have to tweak it a little bit to make it my own, but she did a great job.
But it's not up to us, it's up to you to vote. Go and vote. Go to
LookICook.com or Look I Cook Facebook page.
Yeah.
And you know, in honor of Lisa and what she did for us, I mean, I'm gonna make something with your help, of course. Now we're gonna make something special for her. So let's get going and make her something. Let's go. Ada, it's so good to have you back
all
in the
yours.
kitchen. Thank you. All right, so what we're making today is we're actually going to make a salmon burger, but we're not going to put it on a bun because summer's around the corner. And yeah, we want to make everybody, you know, health conscious and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So
Sure, I like
I'm going to need your help for today,
Okay.
but I'm going to deal with the salmon, and you really want to make sure that it smells like the ocean. And that's,
Okay, can I
you know,
smell it?
that's exactly what we have here.
Oh yeah, it smells fresh.
It smells fresh.
So
as
can
can
smell
be.
fishy.
Exactly. We're actually just going to slice it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just nice and simple. We're gonna split this up, and we're gonna just chop this up.
Anything else I can help you with in the meantime?
You certainly can. we got this shiny cutting board over here, which is making it, you know, everything's sliding around. So I'm used to using a wood or a plastic cutting board. This one,
in people's houses.
exactly. This one sounds very delicato, as they say.
I like it.
I love it. So,
Okay.
one of those bowls I'll
Yes.
take. I'll take the bigger one actually, because we're gonna put a lot of stuff
Always
inside.
complaining. Eh? I'm trying to be helpful.
I'm so picky at it, it's not even funny. All right.
Yes.
So we have our salmon in here.
Now, salt, pepper.
That's right. Salt and pepper. I'll let you do that. Again, we're gonna chop up some leeks. And that
And
looks
mix
good.
everything together.
That's right. I'm gonna also use a little bit of green onion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? That looks so good so far.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
And what I did, I just flattened these down a little bit before I go and slice them. That way they don't roll off the board.
Oh,
So,
I
yeah.
love your pick. I'm constantly using, you know,
Are you?
in my kitchen. No, seriously.
Are you stealing any of my recipes for
I
your own
do.
home cooking?
I'm always saying, and Chef Anthony told me to cut it this way. I always do that. Seriously.
You're only allowed to use my name in cooking when the guests are truly happy with the dish, all right? Otherwise, you say you picked it up from some other cooking show. So,
Deal. Okay, what else? Oh, whoa. Garlic, yes?
I put a little bit of garlic in there. I'm actually gonna put a little bit of dried mustard.
Okay.
And mustard and salmon, they actually really go good together.
Yeah, they do.
So also we're gonna add, this is our
Chili pepper?
Yeah, it's chili. It's grounded down, and it's obviously a little bit of
It's homemade.
homemade
Okay.
olive oil inside. And then what I'll do is like I take some of these and I drop them inside some oil.
Yeah.
So now you got like a little chili oil for yourself, right?
Perfect.
So we're just gonna add a little bit, or maybe a lot, because I mean I
I
like it
love
spicy.
hot.
I know you do.
Hot.
So we're gonna finish it off with a little bit of lemon zest.
I'm trying to remember everything you put in. I'm going to, seriously, I'm going to make this.
You know what? Since we have a lime here, we're gonna
Put
do
it
that as
on.
well.
Okay. And
I'm gonna chop up a little bit of this, some parsley. Just give it a little bit of greenery in there.
put it on.
There we
Perfect.
go. The only thing we need some sort of binder in here. Okay. So we're actually gonna crack one egg inside.
Okay.
Boom.
Ah.
And we have a little bit of panko.
What's panko?
It's a Japanese breadcrumb, and
Okay.
it's really light. I love it. I use it all the time.
Can you buy it anywhere?
You can buy it at any
Okay.
store.
All right.
And it's again, you can change this to your own breadcrumbs, your pre-bought ones. I mean, you can actually add anything you want.
So the same way, like you making your regular typical hamburger, you just have to make sure that it sticks
Exactly.
together.
Right?
Okay,
So,
wow,
and also
look at
this,
that.
I mean, again, I'm showing you one way. Another way that somebody could do is make this without the panko in it.
Yeah.
And then make your patties.
Yeah.
And then dredge it in a little bit of flour, dredge it in an egg
Yeah.
wash mixture, and then crust it with the panko on the outside.
yeah.
So I prefer it this way because it's sort of hidden inside there, and it's not such a. It feels like a fried dish. This more feels a little bit more summery.
Okay, now.
So now we're gonna take some of this.
I'm glad you're doing that.
I do all the hard stuff at it. So
Don't wanna mess up my nails, as usual. What's
so
new?
all you want to do is you want to make yourself a little patty. It looks like it's gonna fall apart right now, but the good news is you put it in the fridge.
And it's going to firm.
Yeah, half an hour. It's just gonna bind together perfectly. In the meantime, we're gonna try and get this thing started.
That's not my kitchen. Don't ask me. I'm joking. I'm
Lisa, we can't get your oven going. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna
Make salad first?
Yeah, we're gonna put a little bit of the same ingredients on top. So we
Sure.
got a little bit of green pepper in there. We also have a little bit of leeks in here.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things, which is
What is it?
fennel.
Oh, stop. Let me see.
I'm a professional.
Oh, I don't trust you that much.
So, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to make, like, we're actually going to make a fennel bruschetta, and we're adding a couple other things.
Tastes like ouzo.
Tastes like ouzo. It's funny how you relate that to alcohol, but you're absolutely right. It's got a licorice flavor to it. We have some tomatoes. The tomatoes, I mean, you can use any tomato that you have lying around. Now we're using a Roma tomato.
More tomato?
Yeah, more tomato. You want this to be, colorful,
Colorful,
exactly,
of course.
right? So
I know you so well, seriously.
it's true you eat with your eyes, Ada.
Yeah.
So we have our mix of tomatoes. We have our fennel. We just tore some fresh parsley in there.
Can I use the spoon?
For for sure.
I want to mix it because right now...
We don't want you to get dirty. There you go.
Oh.
So now we're going to use a little bit of our chili oil.
Okay, it's going to be...
Right.
Just to add some spice.
Exactly. And we're actually going to
Nice and
squeeze
fresh.
our
Look at
lemon in
this.
there. Ada, enough mixing. This is done. We're just going to push this to the side for now. We're going to get this fire going because we're going to fry up these, but they actually do not take long, and that's why I did the salad ahead of time.
Medium rare. This is
Medium
what we're
rare,
looking
exactly.
for. Okay.
Normally, you know, you always want to have your salad dressed when you're ready to eat, but because, like I said, these are literally a minute and a half, 2 minutes aside, and it's going to be perfect, right? So Ada, it's as simple as that.
I like it. Wow.
Yeah, nice healthy meal. There you go.
Yeah, but we're still waiting for you. Yes, you. Yeah. Send us your recipe. Go to Look I Cook Facebook page or
LookICook.com.
yeah, we will come to your house and make a mess. Actually, do all.
With our cleaning crew, we always bring them. But she did a great job. So, but it's not up to us.
It's not.
Oh! Because she was staring at me, I'm staring at her, and you know, I'm lost deer in headlights.
Can we do it one more time? You, yes, you. Go to Look I Cook Facebook.
Also, Facebook page or lookicook.com.
Thank you for bloopers. I need something. I didn't get that many today, so.
Thanks for having me today. Don't forget that if you like the show and you enjoy my recipes, please don't forget to vote for me. I'm very excited to be in this contest, so vote for Lisa. Thanks.
That's what friends are for.